by the bridge cord or Section 8. I'm waking up early every morning, all my kids ain't 8. But we got plates, we got pots, we got spoons and bowls. Ain't got no honeycomb, sugar smacks and Cheerios. Praying for miracles to happen, but God ain't answering the phone. It's like he's always out of town with his next tail on Rome. But still I pray every day, cause I'm a believer in fate. I understand nothing happens in God's world by mistake. And all the game my mama gave me turned out to be true. She told me pick my friends wisely, never let them pick you. That's the reason why a nigga only claiming a few. Outside the family on the real, it's maybe one or two. My brother Eric told me, leg, you need to let your guards down. I can't eat, they talk about me when I'm not around. I do my best to try to stay afloat. Still out here flipping dope, trying to find a way to cope without losing all of my hope.
If you were in my shoes and you had nothing to lose, what would you do?
What would you do? What would you do?
If your money is tight and nothing seems right, what would you do?
What would you do? What would you do? You see me dipping in the summer, blue candy hit the number. When I'm hurting off my feet, I'ma still be a stunner. Money making motherfucker, come realer than the trucker. The streets they gave me shit, your homie had to be a hustler. I was swift with the swinging, like Dorsey I was scheming. I was taught to hit they pockets, get their money and leave them leaning. For the skrilla, I'm a killer for the skrilla. Cap pillar, I was raised by a drug dealer. Streets was my stepping stone, daddy wasn't never home. Grew addicted to the grind like that nigga Bone. Ripping shows, dating, stepping on they toes. Like my daddy, I was raised slamming caddy dough and sipping liquor like my homie Tupacalypse. I broke down my first ball, you was watching this, rocking this Yola, that Coca-Cola, trying to get that scratch talking on the Motorola.
If you were in my shoes and you had nothing to lose, what would you do?
What would you do? What would you do?
If your money is tight and nothing seems right, what would you do?
What would you do? What would you do? I found myself waking up early to the sunshine. The birds chirping outside on the power line. Nobody's working but my bills gotta be paid on time. Seeing my kids smiling helps me stay away from crime. Although it's hard sometimes, I struggle in this inner city and wonder what life would be like with problems itty bitty. I mean the itty bitty problems keep a nigga shitty. But unlike them I learned to swim, don't drown in self-pity. My ghetto life is witty, rains it pours, and when I flow I'm yours. I'm dedicated to making it happen, rapping or kicking indoors. If your pockets are empty and all your bills are due, the only question I'm asking to you is what would you do? What would you do?
If you were in my shoes